The Connery Elementary School serves students in pre-kindergarten through 5th grade in Lynn, Massachusetts. Connery was identified as a turnaround school in 2010. Massachusetts turnaround schools that made significant improvements implemented 4 key practices. These schools created vibrant communities of practice. They were deliberate about instruction. They used data to meet student needs, and they established safe environments in which to learn. Connery Elementary School illustrates how one turnaround school implemented these key practices.
When I agreed to take the position, I needed to let people know that it would not be status. We needed to get a collaborative inquiry working process going on here, and I needed people to know they would not be working in isolation. We had a 5-day retreat where everybody that was hired to work here came and worked together to organize a plan, set up lessons, create a Connery School pledge for the kids, decide what our priority would be as far as getting them in, how we're going to know the parents, how we're going to know the neighborhood, and basically what our first 30 days was going to be. We get kids from all over the country, all over the world, every day.
We were in an urban school setting, 95% of it was poverty, and we knew that they were dealing with a lot of stressors in the community that impacted the learning. Through all of the tiering that was happening with the school, as far as like the learning needs of the children, we were able to also kind of tier what kids needed for supports. We have about 200 kids, over 200 kids, cycling through the Lynn Community Health Center to receive all sorts of supports to address the non-academic barriers of learning that happen here at the school. We have seen a lot of changes in behavior. We've seen a lot of relationship building between teachers and parents. We've seen the culture change.
So the team structure here at Connery has been critical for the success that we've had since 2010. It begins really with giving grade level teams the aligned prep time so they can meet on a daily basis, so they can plan their units and their lessons.
Well, by meeting daily, we have the benefit of problem solving right away, of finding some of those misconceptions and really digging right in and remediating it immediately. Very often I'll come back from lunch and say, hey guys, I just learned something new that Miss Flick did in her class. Let's give that a try, see if it works. And they're very excited about that. For our students, we're not single classrooms. We are a 4th grade team, and everything that happens as a team.
So the vertical team is comprised of a team leader from each grade level, along with a team leader from our SPED department, our ESL department, our reading specialists, our CITs, and our math specialists. It's quite a large team, but we try to include everybody.
Okay. Other prerequisite skills going into 1? Those are the big ones, right? How about grade 2?
We unpack standards, we talk about pedagogy, we talk about the initiatives that are happening in our building, we check in with one another, we share strategies, we build common language around certain content areas.
And today's objective, so I will be able to.
We develop our notebook lessons collaboratively as a team, and we begin our lessons with an activator.
The objective is coded at the onset of the lesson, and they can refer back to it throughout the lesson, and we do prompt them to turn back to it to keep them focused throughout the lesson and make sure we're reaching the objective.
Everybody can compare and contrast text. What am I circling? Compare. What does compare mean? So we code that by breaking it apart. We take the verbs and we circle them and we give them real language instead of the big language, but they still need the big language.
We have a lot of English language learners here. They need not only the academic content, they also need what that academic content means. We give them the academic language in the objective, and we code the objective to give them either examples or synonyms or other words or connections.
Your job is to tell me between which 2 whole numbers does the quotient lie?
Okay, so 7 divided by 4 equals 7/4, and I knew that 7/4 equals 1 3/4. So you just need one more part of the whole, and this is too big to yeah.
The quick check is usually a point in the lesson that we'll kind of take in account of who seems to be on track with us and who might need some extra support at the end of the lesson or the following day. So that comes midway through the lesson, so we have an idea of where our students are at and how we would move forward within that lesson period itself.
Sustainability coming out of level 4 is something that we've thought a lot about. There is that healthy fear of sliding back. Everybody in this building is committed and they know that that can happen. And everybody that works here at Connery does not want to see that happen. So they are absolutely committed to continuously finding ways to get a little bit better in a certain area. It's really that constant communication and that constant desire to improve. Level 3, where we are now, isn't the end game. We want to be a level 1 school, and I don't think anyone in this building will be satisfied. And not just for ourselves, but for the children and for the families and for the community. We really look forward to what's in the future for us.
As a principal of a level 4 building, and the amount of hours, time, dedication, and commitment it has taken for 6 years to get to the place that we are, I need people to know this was not me. We worked together. No one did this by themselves. And if the staff trusts you, if they believe in what you say, if they see you walking the walk and working with them, you can make wonders happen.